Good evening, friends, and welcome to North Georgia GMRS Regional Net. I'll be working off the Pine Log repeater tonight, but we will be networked in with Zello, Sassafras, Crawford, Statham, Jersey, Somerville, Lookout Mountain, West Point, Noonan, Zebulon, Moreland, and McDonough. Tonight, our RF coverage area will be in excess of 31,000 square miles. This net takes place every Thursday evening at 8 p.m. We feature our youth members the last Friday of every month, also beginning at 8 p.m. I would like to thank everyone who has made North Georgia GMRS the most expansive and active GMRS network in the country. Your net control tonight is Atlanta 947 WQYR 514. My name is Julie, and I'm located in Woodstock, Georgia. On the net, you can talk about your day's activities, radio equipment, or anything you think we would like to know. This is a family-based network, so we would encourage you to get your family involved. Once the floor is open, it is permissible to address the other members of the net by their name or tactical unit number. The use of your FCC call sign is only required when you sign in and sign out of the net. When signing in, please speak slowly and clearly as you give your tactical unit number, call sign, name, and location. At this time, I'll take check-ins. Any Zello check-ins, please call net control now. With nothing heard, I'm going to go ahead and move on to any visiting transient licensed GMRS operators or new members of the North Georgia GMRS network. This would be any licensed GMRS operator who is not a North Georgia GMRS member but who is in the area and would like to check in, or any new members to the group. Please call net control now.
Good evening, Julie, and the net here is Noonan 29, WRCU 796 in Tyrone for the first time checking in.
Cool. So, Noonan 29. So, I wonder who that is.
Got that? Marty, I believe.
Are you looking it up?
I am. It is Martin Dawson in Tyrone.
Marty?
Yeah.
Net control is acknowledging Noonan 29, Marty in Tyrone. New member checking in. Thank you so much for checking in with us, and welcome to the North Georgia GMRS family. With that, I'm going to go ahead and call again for any other members wishing to check in through Pine Log. Pine Log check-ins. Please call net control now.
This is 253 WQNV 274, Donald from Wallesta, Georgia. This is Atlanta 170, WRCD 598, Jesse out of Wilburn.
This is Atlanta 948, WRER 430, Gary, Woodstock.
This is Atlanta 350, WQNB 686, Jim in Cedartown. Good evening, Mr. Julie, and everybody on the net.
This is
Andrew.
Atlanta 57, WQZC 882, Andrew in Holly Springs on the portable.
This is
946. WQIR 514 on the back porch with an HT. I've been kicked out of Studio B.
Lies.
This is
for that.
Atlanta 45 WQZE 417. Short on time tonight, guys. I'll be in and out. Hope everybody's doing well.
Fantastic.
This is Atlanta 94, WRAL 718, Chuck. Over here in northern Forsyth County. I'm multitasking, so I'll be in and out. Good evening, Julie, and everybody to the net.
Did you say Forsyth?
South Forsyth.
Huh?
I think you said South Forsyth. What was that?
This is
Chuck. It was.
Atlanta 261 WRCT 399. Scott from Holly Springs checking in on mic.
I don't know if it was Atlanta 94. I have to check. Because I'm seeing Charles.
That's Chuck is usually short for Charles.
Okay.
And new. Okay. So Chuck. He's new, right?
I said in and out.
All right. With that, I'm going to break for a moment and go ahead and acknowledge Atlanta 253, Donald in Waleska, Atlanta 170, Jesse in Lilburn, Atlanta 948, Gary in Woodstock, Atlanta 350, Jim in Cedartown, Atlanta 57, Andrew in Holly Springs, Atlanta 946, Justin hanging out on the back porch, Atlanta 45, Ian in Holly Springs. Ian, I show you is in and out. Let me break. Atlanta 94, Chuck, a new member as well. Thank you for checking in with us tonight. And Atlanta 261, Scott in Holly Springs. Did I cover everyone? If you did not hear your name called out, but you did check in, or if you're still wanting to check in through Pine Log, please call Net Control now.
This is Atlanta 291 WQIJ 279, Nick in Ackworth. I'll be in and out this evening. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you for getting that, Tyler. Are you doing the in and out?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome.
Atlanta 940 WRAR 806, Shannon in Ackworth.
That's weird. She checked in right after Nick. That's weird. Atlanta 941 WRAR 806, Tyler in Woodstock.
Net Control is going to acknowledge Atlanta 291, Nick in Ackworth. I show you as in and out. Thank you, Nick, for checking in with us. Atlanta 940, Shannon in Ackworth. And Atlanta 941, Tyler in Woodstock, sitting right here next to me in Studio B. With that, I'll go ahead and move on to all other repeater check-ins. This is any repeater anywhere. Please call Net Control now. What?
This is Atlanta 403, WRAG 641. Bob in Cleveland. And be in and out. Thank you, Julie.
Oh, he's able to check in tonight.
That's awesome.
This is WRCU 869.
WRCU 869.
CW14 Steve.
Okay. There we go. I didn't catch that part.
Yeah, I didn't catch that at all.
Net Control is acknowledging Atlanta 403, Bob in Cleveland. Bob, I show you as in and out. Thank you for checking in with us this evening. And I also have CW14, Steve. Thank you for checking in. Are there any other members wishing to check in? Any repeater, anywhere, please call Net Control now. Where is Steve from?
That's right.
Watkinsville? All right, with nothing heard, I am going to go ahead and move on. But first, I want to make a couple of announcements. The first and very important announcement is that we typically conduct YouthNet on the last Friday of every month. But I happen to have messed up and I double booked myself for tomorrow. Therefore, there will not be a YouthNet tomorrow night. However, we will go ahead and move YouthNet to next Friday, which is April 5th. So for all you youth out there that were hoping to check in, you got one more week to practice before we actually do this, so that's all good. But yes, we will conduct our YouthNet next Friday, April 5th at 8 p.m. Again, 8 p.m. That's so the kids can check in, give their little informal comment, check out, and then we'll move on to our regular net program. So please bear that in mind. No youth to net tomorrow night. Let me break. I also want to announce that we have ordered some brand new window clings with the North Georgia GMRS logo that you can get for your vehicle. They will be posted up on the store on the North Georgia GMRS site. So if you go to nggmrs.org and go to the store tab, it will be posted there soon. It's not there yet, but probably will be up there for you to view tomorrow. What the cost is, you can get one for $4, two for $7.50, or you can purchase three for $10. So definitely excited about that. Looking forward to seeing that on the store site. So also want to let you know that there will be a commercial about it on our Facebook page. So go ahead and log into Facebook and check it out. Let me break. And that brings me to our informal comments. So with that, we'll go ahead and begin with Noonan 29, Marty in Tyrone. Good evening, Marty. How are things going tonight?
Good evening again, Julie and Lynette. Everything's going pretty good up here. We've got the windows open, and it's a wonderful night to do so. A little powder flying in occasionally if the wind blows, but I guess we're all used to that. Just recently got things up and running here, as you may have noticed. I guess I've got everything working good. If anybody can hear me, I guess I've done what I'm supposed to do. Really don't have much else to report in as I get to run into the folks out here from time to time throughout the days and nights. I'll make some new friends, and maybe we'll have some more to comment about on the next pass. Back to net from Noonan 29, WRC 796.
Well, that is outstanding, Marty. Yep, it sounds like you've got your equipment running quite well. We are definitely getting your signal through here. Your audio is a little bit quiet, but it is definitely clear and can make out everything that you're saying. So I would say that's a win. That's cool stuff, having the windows open. We were just here talking before the net started about how beautiful it is outside and how great of a weekend it's going to be. So, yeah, in regard to that yellow powder, though, you know, we're from up north, and you don't get that yellow powder up there. So that was quite surprising to us when we moved down here. Never seen anything like it, but at least it only lasts for a little while, and then it goes away. But Marty, thank you so much for checking in with us tonight. Let me break. So again, Marty, have a fantastic weekend. Glad that you were able to get everything up and running and checked in with us. And stick around for when we open up the floor. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and move on to our friend, Atlanta 253, Donald in Waleska. Good evening, Donald.
Good evening, Miss Julie, and good evening to the rest of the net. Nothing to report here. My arm, I've had some trouble with my arm, though. My right arm's been bothering me for the last couple of weeks, and trying to rest it a little while as much as I can.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, Donald, how things were coming along with that shoulder of yours. Have you had it checked out, or are you just trying to nurse it from home?
Had a x-ray done of it a week ago, or 2 weeks ago, and they said nothing was it came back negative, and so just take ibuprofen, and I have got an arm brace for it. So I've been putting it on, and
yeah, it sounds like it's just going to take a little bit of time to get that arm back to where it needs to be. So that tends to be a slow process for sure. But, you know, if you do what the doctor says and you take that, Advil to keep the inflammation down and, you know, just don't overwork it, I think you'll be back up to wrestling those bears in no time. So, yeah, sorry, Donald, that you're still struggling with it, but I'm sure things will be back to normal here pretty soon. But I'm glad you checked in with us. So are you hanging out in Waleska for the weekend?
I gotta go to a memorial service Friday for one of my family members. She's having a memorial service, so I'm going to her memorial service Saturday.
Gotcha. Okay, Donald. Well, yeah, I hate to hear that, but I'm glad that you're here in town, and I hope that you're able to get out and enjoy some of this weather and that you have a good weekend. So, Donald, we will catch up with you soon, my friend. Good talking to you. And with that, I'm going to move on to our other friend, Atlanta 170, Jesse in Lilburn. Good evening, Jesse.
Good evening, Julie. Good evening, Ned. Yeah, my day, it is what it is. A lot of driving. But anyway, happy to come to you guys tonight with GMRS in a can.
In a can?
Yeah, portable.
Oh. Yeah, that is awesome, Jesse. We are so glad to have you check in with us this evening. You're sounding good as always. So, yeah, doing a lot of driving. You know, I hear you on the radio quite a bit. Is that because you're constantly on the road and just have all that free time?
Hey, Roger. Yeah, typically I'll call out if I'm coming near a repeater or whatever. Typically I'll call out, with something like, 170 going through Madison or whatever, Jersey. But, yeah, very, very rarely do I ever get a response back.
Well, I don't know about about that, Jesse? I hear you chatting it up quite a bit on the repeaters here, so I'm kind of jealous. I wish I had that kind of free time.
Hey, Roger. No, that's either when I get back to the shack, or if by some crazy coincidence, if I'm up in the Gainesville area, working through Pine Log. But yeah, typically though on the road, no, Watkinsville, Jersey, Madison, places like that. Nah, I'll call out, but usually I get no response.
Well, that could be because we're all working, but we're not as flexible as you are with, having a radio available at our side. But as I said earlier, I'm jealous, my friend. Wish I had a little more free time to play around like that. But it's always good to hear you on there. It's a lot of fun, and it's neat to hear the members out there using the repeaters, and that's what it's for. So great stuff, Jesse. But stick around. We'll catch up with you some more in a little bit here. With that, I'm going to go ahead and say hello to our friend Atlanta 350, Jim in Cedartown. Good evening, Jim. Haven't talked to you in a while. How are the grandbabies?
Hey, good evening, Miss Julie. Valmanette. Grandbabies are doing great. As far as that goes, the rest of the family also. So, enjoying this springtime weather we're having, and I actually didn't have to babysit tonight, so I got a chance to check in on the net. Good to hear you calling the net. Sounds like you got a good one going. A lot of people on here, so I'll turn it back over to you, and maybe we'll catch up with you and Justin again one day soon. But we'll catch you later, Julie. Atlanta 350, Atlanta WQNB 686, clear.
Good stuff, Jim. Yes, that's awesome that you got a free night, but I know how much you enjoy hanging out with them babies, so that's pretty cool stuff. That was always nice when we lived in Indiana. My parents were very active and very involved in our kids, and, they were constantly having the kids over and, hanging out with them. We'd even vacation with them. Go figure, we were never invited, but our kids were. So what does that tell you? But good stuff, Jim. And yeah, definitely look forward to catching up with you again real soon. It's been a while, so we'll have to make some arrangement there and meet up with you, maybe for lunch sometime. But anyway, good talking to you, Jim. Hope you have a great weekend, my friend. With that brings us to Atlanta 57, Andrew in Holly Springs. Hello, Andrew. Has things slowed down yet at work?
Good evening, Julie, everyone on the net. Yes and no. Things are a little bit more manageable, I guess you could say, for lack of a better way to put it. It all depends on the amount of effort that others put in at work to pull their weight, and that is in no way a reflection on Atlanta 45, who I work with. He pulls his weight very well. But anyway, overall work is okay. It just gets chaotic at times, but hey, that's all right. It's definitely rewarding at the end when the bank statement comes in. But other than that, family's doing good. The kids did get to participate into some more filming activities earlier this week on Monday. I got to participate in one and take them, and Gina got to take the other. So still doing the filming thing. We'll see how that works out. So that's all I have. I'll throw back to net control.
Andrew, that is outstanding. Definitely exciting stuff with the kids and the filming. Definitely looking forward to seeing some of Anna's debuts coming up here this summer. So, definitely remind me when that comes out, because I don't want to miss it. And I hope I'm able to catch her in a fleeting scene of some sort. So That's pretty cool stuff. But I'm glad work is a little bit more manageable. I know there for a while you felt like your head was spinning, but, it's just kind of ebb and flow. So it's still all good stuff. But you're sounding good. Your signal is fantastic, Andrew, always. It's nice, especially with you being on your portable. So very cool stuff. But, yeah, with that, I'm going to go ahead and we are going to catch up with Atlanta 946. Justin, who is no longer on the back porch. He weaseled his way back into Studio B. Huh.
Yeah, I've got a key to the door, so there. Good evening, Julie, and everyone on the net. I hope everyone's had a good week. Looking forward to making some more progress on this deck project. We've had some good news with the remediation contractor. He's done quite a lot of work on fixing the damage to the structure, and he will have us to the point where we can resume working on the surface of the deck on Saturday. So tomorrow he's going to come and put new siding back on for the pieces that were removed, and hopefully paint, and then maybe do some of the sheetrock work inside, and hopefully finish that on Saturday.
Yes, I am hoping that he is done and out of our way for Saturday as well, especially since we've got this nice weekend that they're reporting so far, knock on wood. Hopefully we can get a lot accomplished and maybe have a floor on our deck again and can actually come in and out of the house without feeling like we're straddling hurdles and whatnot trying to get in and out of the door. So anyway, it's been a huge project. It all started with the septic tank, and holy cow, it's just snowballed into all kinds of extra projects for us. It's going to have us tied up for quite a bit of the summer, I'm afraid. But anyway, that's the joys of being a homeowner. So with that, I am going to move on to our friend Atlanta 45, Ian. Good evening, Ian. How are you tonight?
I developed some more time, so let's cancel the in and out. I am doing well, everyone, and I hope you are especially. Not bad, preparing for Andrew to go on vacation next week, which is wonderful for him and god-awful for me, but hey, what can you do? Little man's doing good. He and his mommy are up at her school putting some finishing touches on her pre-state inspection tomorrow, and that is about all that's going on here. How are you?
Well, we are doing well here. I am definitely feeling better. I've gotten some good rest the past couple of nights, which makes a whole world of difference. Yeah, Ian, that's good stuff. Good to hear everything is going well, and it has been great. This is 2 weeks in a row that we've had you on the air. I am so excited about that. I know you have been super busy, my friend, so any little bit of time we get with you is always a pleasure. So what a good friend you are to, be there and be able to fill in Andrew's shoes while he's out enjoying his vacation with the family. Something not quite fair about that, but hey, it's just gotta be. So that's awesome that you're able to do that for him, Ian. I hope that you have a easy week. Let's just put it that way. But good talking to you. Glad little man is doing well. That is exciting stuff. So tell me, have you gotten together with your newfound friends that you talked about last week?
That's funny. Yeah, Andrew deserves the time off, I guess. Haven't managed to meet up with him yet. My wife's been working about 80 hours a week and dragging me along for a fraction of that at her school, getting ready for this inspection. So we've both been at work from dark to well past dark usually. So everything's going well. For those those of you that aren't friends with us on Facebook or whatever group I don't see everybody in, we got approved for help through the state finally, so I'm going to break and just trip over that a little bit. So I'll condense this as much as possible. We are over the income gap for Medicaid, so there's an exemption called the Katie Beckett waiver that plays in extreme circumstances. So we got approved for that. We're going to get a lot of help with that mortgage payment worth of hospital bills and things have just been really, really well lately. So I appreciate you checking in on me.
Well, Ian, that is outstanding. I did read that on Facebook, and holy cow, what a weight that has to be lifted off your shoulders. You know, I know looking at those bills coming in had to be just absolutely grueling and disappointing, and, you know, you're trying to figure all this stuff out. But, you know, it's good to see that, you know, there are things out there for families such as yourself, and, you know, the good Lord provides. So, yeah, it sounds like, yeah, it came just at the right time for you. So, it's pretty cool to be able to rejoice in that with you, my friend. So, awesome stuff, Ian. Hang in there. Hope you and your wife are able to get some rest. I know you're talking about putting in those long hours. That can be grueling as well. So stay healthy, my friend, and definitely continue to keep us informed. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and move on to our friend Atlanta 94, Chuck. He is also new with North Georgia GMRS. How are you doing tonight, Chuck? Oh.
Hello there, Julie. I'm a little tired. Yeah, I put in some hours. Let's see, last week I put in 60 hours, which is my legal limit. I work for Advanced Disposal. I drive a roll-off truck, picking up the compactors and open-top dumpsters, and yeah, I hit my 60 hours, and they told me last week that this week will be better. You know, we're not quite as busy, and I think when I checked out tonight, I was at 48, so that means tomorrow I'll be about 50, 58, 59 hours. So yeah, they gave me a break. Yeah, I don't nothing like the 80-hour comment there. That's no, I feel bad. Feel bad for the Ian's wife there. Lord, that's rough. But they won't let us work over 60, so I guarantee you, if they would, if it wasn't for the DOT, yeah, I'd be putting in that like that. But yeah, and let's see. Oh yeah, that was kind of a funny thing about the membership. I guess I am a new. I guess I'd be a new old member. Yeah, I've had the membership for I guess over a year, but I've been on the road and I hadn't really kept up with it too much. And finally got off the road and got this job here, and was able to get on the radio more. For the past several days I've been on the radio, then I was told that my tactical number wasn't no good. I'm like, what? Yeah, couldn't find out. Yeah, I missed my dues. So I went ahead and I redid it, I guess, and I don't know how this happened. I don't know if this is just luck or not, but I ended up with my old tactical number, Atlanta 94. So if that's luck, maybe I need to go buy me a lottery ticket. Go right ahead there, Julie.
Oh, man. You know, you kind of missed your opportunity with that lotto ticket, Chuck. You should have purchased that yesterday, because I hear that the big winner was in, I believe, Wisconsin. But, oh, well, I'm sure there'll be another one. But, yeah, that is interesting how you let that membership lapse. Obviously, you couldn't have been on the air much because, holy cow, we were making all kinds of announcements about the membership dues were, due. And if you didn't get online and pay those dues, you run the risk of losing your tactical unit number. Man, we made that announcement week after week. So, but I'm glad you were able to get back in here, that you were able to capture that number again. and that you've actually got a job where you can be home and utilize this radio more. That's cool stuff. So definitely look forward to talking to you more, Chuck. That is awesome. So I hear you about the long work weeks, though. That's something that we are all too familiar with around in this household for sure. So definitely takes its toll on you, that's for sure. But hope you're able to enjoy the weekend. Do you work on the weekend as well?
Well, Julie, that's kind of what saved me. I was supposed to work last weekend, but being as I had 59 and a half hours, they was like, nope, you can't do it because you can't go over 60. So that saved me. And I thought for sure I'd be working this weekend to make up for it. But like I say, I'll be about 58 hours this weekend as well. So yeah, we'll keep playing that game, and we'll keep missing the working on the weekends there. I think I would rather work the hours more during the week than have to actually get up on a Saturday. I kind of enjoy my weekends. But well, either way, that's how it is. Well, I'll say 73 to you, and y'all get back with the net, and I'll try to start checking in more often. The last time I checked in on this net is back when y'all used to do it, I think, every night. So that's how long it's been since I had any communications there on when to pay the dues. But I'll remember it now, for sure. But y'all have a good night. Now, I'll say 73 to everybody on the net.
Well, good stuff for sure, Chuck. Yeah, we were running the net 5 days a week, and that got to be a lot too, especially with having a full-time job and coming home and preparing for the net. And so I decided to drop it down to one night a week, and that's a little bit more manageable for me anyway. So, but good talking to you, Chuck, and I hope you enjoy this weekend. It's supposed to be absolutely beautiful, so make good use of it, my friend. With that, I'm going to move on to Atlanta 261, Scott in Holly Springs. Good evening, Scott.
Thank you, Miss Julie, and thank you to the net. We're just packing up, going to see Harry Potter down in Orlando, Florida.
Ooh.
That's fun.
Making sure everybody's set up, the 3 kitty cats. Hopefully the father-in-law is listening right now. I gave him a little Walmart walkie-talkie and get him interested in maybe getting his tax sign, and of course Miss Jennifer. But thank you, everybody, and thinking about Mr. Ian, and I'm praying for you guys, and hopefully everything's fine, and I'm just going to send it back to you. We're out.
Good stuff, Scott. That is exciting for sure. We did the Harry Potter there, and it was incredible. If you have not seen it yet, you are going to be absolutely amazed. It literally looks like you are walking into that storybook. It is fantastic, and you and Jennifer have to get yourself a glass of that butterbeer. So it's pretty tasty. You can get it either hot or cold. I'll definitely be curious what you think about when you guys return. Definitely take lots of pictures and post it on Facebook. We would love to see that. But, another really cool thing there at the Harry Potter is there is this huge fire-breathing dragon that sits on top of a building. So be on the lookout for him because he is awesome.
Dumbledore.
Yes, ma'am, we will do. The kids and Mommy have actually made butterbeer at home, and I'm not sure of the results. Pretty good.
Okay, well, I do know what we learned when we were down there is that you can go to Starbucks and actually order a cup of butterbeer. It's not on their menu, but if you ask for it, they do have the recipe and they will make it for you. So There is that as well if you definitely like it. But yeah, it is fun stuff. We had a blast. I would definitely do it again in a heartbeat. So safe travels, my friend. I definitely look forward to talking to you and hearing all about it when you return. With that, I'm going to go ahead and move on. We've got Atlanta 291, Nick in Ackworth. Nick was in and out. Have a great weekend, Nick. With that, we've got Atlanta 940, Shannon in Ackworth. Good evening, friend.
She may not be well over there.
Good evening, friend, everyone on the net. I have Zello on so I can hear myself in an echo. That's kind of fun. That's new for me. Had a pretty good week. Got to visit with my family from up north. That was pretty fun. And got to see little guy experience the aquarium and all the wonders of Atlanta. So that was super exciting. And yeah, other than that, just, everyday kind of stuff. So we're super glad to see that the weather's turned around. And yeah.
She what?
She made a sale today.
Oh. Well, that is awesome news, Shannon. That is very cool stuff that you were able to have your brother in town. I know that was his first time down here. I hate the fact that I didn't get a chance to meet him with everything going on here. We're just too wrapped up in our own little world here, so I feel bad for that, but I'm sure there will be another time. But your son over here is tooting your horn for you. He said you made a sale today, so that's exciting stuff.
It was definitely a good day, that's for sure. But we could talk more about that, not on the net. But yeah, it's been a really good day. I'm really glad to see the weather turn around, and I don't know, just sometimes you have a really good day, and today was definitely one of those days.
Well, that is awesome, my friend, and I definitely enjoyed having you and little man stop out last night with Tyler. That was fun. I just keep marveling at the fact that EJ's speech has just picked up tremendously. All his vocabulary has gotten bigger, and his pronunciation of his words have just, have just grown so much. It's just leaps and bounds every time I see him. So, yeah, he is just getting to be such an adorable little man.
I know, right? He is just a little chatterbox, that is for sure. He just went on and on and on and on about Winnie. He loves his Winnie. And he heard you on the net earlier and said, Miss Uli. It was so cute.
Oh, well, I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys some more, my friends. So we'll definitely have to chalk off some time for that. But you have a great evening, my friend, and I look forward to catching up with you real soon. And again, congratulations on that sale. With that, we've got your son right here, Atlanta 941, Tyler, sitting here in Studio B. Good evening, Tyler.
Good evening, Miss Julie and the rest of the net. Nothing really to report this week. Just kind of been a busy week. But yeah, just been consistent with work and school, and looking forward to spring break this upcoming week. Don't have any plans except for work, but at least I won't have school combined with work. So, how are you doing tonight, Miss Julie?
Well, I am doing great.